Ever wonder what it really takes to build, like, a real empire?
Hmm.
In the digital age, I mean.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about just getting, a million downloads or whatever.
Right.
We're talking about the kind of success that changes the game.
Mm-hmm.
The kind of success that leaves a real legacy.
Yeah.
That's what we're diving deep into today.
I love it.
The minds of those who've cracked the code and built empires worth, like, hundreds of millions.
Welcome back to the Creator Age podcast,
Yes,
where we help you unlock your full potential in the digital world.
absolutely.
And today's deep dive, it's going to be intense.
Okay.
We're talking about 4 major areas that every successful entrepreneur masters.
Okay, I'm ready. Lay it on me.
Mindset, health, wealth, and skills.
Okay, let's unpack this.
Yeah.
Starting with mindset.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big believer that you can have all the talent in the world, right?
Yep.
But if your head's not in the right place, it's like building a house on sand.
It's about the foundation.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And to really understand this, we need to go back to the classics.
Okay.
Think about it. You wouldn't try to learn economics without reading The Wealth of Nations.
Right. No.
Same goes for building a powerful mindset.
Okay.
We need to start with, like, the original texts,
Yeah.
the ideas that have shaped generations of thinkers.
So where do we even begin?
Right?
There's so many books out there.
One that's had a huge impact on me is about Stoicism.
Okay.
It's not just some ancient philosophy.
Yeah.
It's a practical framework for dealing with the ups and downs of, well, life.
Yeah.
Especially in the crazy world of online business.
Stoicism. That's all about being super disciplined and, like, emotionless, right?
Not exactly. It's about understanding that a lot of our suffering comes from how we react to things, not the things themselves.
Okay.
There's this quote from Seneca,
Uh-huh.
a Stoic philosopher, that really stuck with me.
Okay.
He said, "We are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more from imagination than from reality."
Whoa.
Deep.
Right.
That's deep.
Yeah.
So as creators, are you saying we should just, like, ignore our feelings and power through?
It's more about recognizing that our thoughts and emotions can sometimes be misleading.
Okay.
Like, imagine you get a negative comment on your latest video.
Right.
It's easy to spiral into self-doubt and think, I'm a failure, right?
Yeah.
But a stoic approach would be to kind of step back,
Yeah.
analyze the comment objectively,
Uh-huh.
and decide whether it's actually valid or just someone having a bad day.
Okay, I'm starting to get it.
Yeah.
So instead of letting our emotions run wild, we take a more, I guess, logical approach.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's about focusing on what you can control, your actions, your responses, and letting go of what you can't.
Right.
Another book that dives into this whole mindset thing is The 4 Agreements.
I've heard of that one. It's all about being true to yourself, right?
Yeah.
And not letting others, like, dictate your worth.
There's that. But the agreement that really resonates with me as a creator is be impeccable with your word.
Okay.
Think about it.
Yeah.
Every piece of content you create, every promise you make to your audience, it's all a reflection of you.
It's like your word is your bond, right?
Totally.
People need to know they can trust you,
Yeah.
especially in the online world.
Exactly. And that impeccability extends to how you talk to yourself.
Oh, interesting.
No more negative self-talk.
Right.
No more putting yourself down.
Yeah.
Because that erodes your confidence.
Yeah.
And ultimately, it shows up in your work.
Okay, so we've got Stoicism for handling the craziness.
Yeah.
And the 4 Agreements for staying true to ourselves.
Uh-huh.
What else can we add to this mindset toolkit?
Well, there's this idea that's been super helpful for me, especially when I catch myself comparing my journey to others.
Ooh, yeah.
It's from Jordan Peterson's 12 Rules for Life.
Jordan Peterson. He's a bit controversial, isn't he?
He can be, but there's no denying that his work has helped a lot of people.
For sure.
Anyway, the rule that really resonated with me is compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not to who someone else is today.
Ooh, I like that. It's so easy to get caught up in the comparison game,
Totally.
especially when you're scrolling through social media and seeing everyone else's, like, highlight reels.
Totally. But that comparison game is a trap.
Yeah?
It steals your joy and distracts you from your own path.
Right.
Instead, focus on your own progress, no matter how small it may seem.
Yeah.
Celebrate those wins, learn from your setbacks,
Yeah.
and keep moving forward.
So it's not about being the best. It's about being better than you were yesterday.
Exactly. And that ties in perfectly with this idea of a growth mindset,
Yeah.
which is all about believing that you can learn and improve with effort.
Okay.
This is from Carol Dweck's book, Mindset.
growth mindset, that rings a bell.
Oh,
That's like instead of saying, I'm not good at this,
yeah.
you say, I'm not good at this yet.
You got it. That one little word, yet, can change everything. It shifts your perspective from limitation to possibility.
Right.
And it opens up a whole world of learning and growth.
So it's like you're acknowledging where you are now,
Uh-huh.
but you're not letting that define your future.
Exactly. It's about embracing challenges as opportunities to learn and grow.
Yeah.
Because in the creator world, you're going to face setbacks, you're going to make mistakes.
Oh, for sure.
But it's how you bounce back that determines your success.
Yeah. I love that.
And, that whole yet mindset,
Yeah.
it doesn't just apply to skills.
Right.
It's also about our health.
Yeah.
Which is the next sphere we're diving into.
It's easy to neglect that when you're like hustling and trying to build your empire.
Right.
Like late nights, takeout food, stress.
It's like we're running a marathon on fumes,
Yeah.
thinking we can just push through it.
Yeah.
But eventually, that catches up to you.
So how do we avoid burnout
Yeah.
and actually prioritize our health without sacrificing our goals?
Well, there's this book that completely changed my perspective on health and longevity.
Longevity, that sounds intense.
It's not just about living longer, it's about living better.
Okay. Is this like a biohacking thing?
It's more about understanding how all the pieces fit together.
Right.
Exercise, sleep, nutrition,
Yeah.
even mental health and relationships.
Right.
They're all connected.
Okay, I'm seeing a pattern here.
Yeah.
It's like what we talked about with mindset, how our thoughts and emotions influence our actions. Now it's like our health habits are influencing everything else.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Imagine you're launching a new product.
Okay.
You've got marketing, product development, customer service, all these moving parts.
Right.
Your health is the same way.
Okay.
If you're neglecting sleep to work on your business, you're essentially neglecting your customer service department.
Right.
Your ability to function at your best.
So it's not just about feeling good.
Yeah.
It's about performing at your best. Being able to show up consistently for your audience.
Right. And when you think about it that way, investing in your health becomes less of a chore and more of a strategic advantage.
I'm starting to see the light.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got our minds right. Our bodies are fueled up.
Okay.
Now let's talk about wealth.
Money.
Ooh.
It's a topic a lot of people shy away from.
Right.
But you can't build an empire without mastering the financial game.
I think it's more than just making money.
Yeah.
It's about understanding how it works, how to manage it so it doesn't manage you.
Absolutely.
Right.
And a good place to start is with understanding the psychology of money.
Yeah.
Like why we make the financial decisions we do.
Yeah.
There's this quote that really hit home for me.
Okay.
Saving is the gap between your ego and your income.
Whoa, that's powerful.
Right.
So it's not just about having enough money. It's about our mindset around money.
Yeah.
How our ego drives our spending habits.
Right. Like sometimes we spend to impress others or fill an emotional void.
Right.
Rather than focusing on our long-term financial goals.
Yeah.
Another book that's great for getting your financial house in order is about taking action.
Okay.
Even if you don't consider yourself a money person.
I think a lot of creators struggle with that.
Yeah.
We're good at the creative stuff, but the financial side can feel overwhelming.
Totally. But this book breaks it down into simple steps. Automating your savings, negotiating better deals, and investing for the future.
So it's about taking control, even if you start small.
Yep.
And speaking of starting small, I love that quote about learning. Anyone not busy learning is busy dying.
That's from a billionaire who built his empire from scratch.
Wow.
And it highlights the importance of continuous learning.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to money, because the financial landscape is always changing.
Okay, so we've got the basics down.
Yeah.
But to really level up our financial game, where do we go from there?
Well, we need to understand how the whole system works.
Okay.
The bigger picture.
Right.
There's this classic book that explains economic principles.
Okay.
In a way that even I, someone who used to dread economics, could understand.
So it's like demystifying the economy.
Exactly.
Making it less intimidating.
It's about understanding things like supply and demand, opportunity costs, concepts that directly affect your business decisions, like pricing your products or investing your profits.
Speaking of profits, we can't forget about taxes.
Oh, yeah.
It's not the most glamorous topic, but it's crucial for building wealth.
Absolutely. There's a book that argues true wealth isn't about how much you make,
but
how much you keep after taxes. It's about being smart with your money.
Yeah.
utilizing legal strategies to reduce your tax burden and maximize your earnings.
It's like optimizing your business for financial efficiency, just like you would optimize your website for conversions.
Exactly. And finally, to really dive deep into financial analysis, there's a book that focuses on real estate investing.
Real estate. I thought we were talking about building online empires.
Hear me out.
Okay.
Even if you're not planning to buy property, this book teaches you about accounting, cash flow analysis, principles that apply to any business.
So it's about understanding how money moves, how to evaluate investments, how to make informed financial decisions.
Right, because building an empire isn't just about having a great product. It's about managing your resources wisely and making your money work for you.
Okay, so we've got mindset, health, and wealth covered. Now, what about skills? What are the actual tools we need to build this digital empire?
This is where the rubber meets the road, where knowledge turns into action. And when it comes to business, there are 3 key areas we need to master. Operations, product design, and marketing.
Okay, let's break it down. Starting with operations. What are some systems we can use to streamline our business and make sure everything runs smoothly?
Well, there's this framework that's like a blueprint for building a well-oiled machine.
Ooh, I like that.
Where every part works together seamlessly.
That sounds like a dream.
Right.
I'm all about efficiency, especially when you're running a business solo or with a small team.
Right, and this framework helps you structure your business. Set clear goals, define roles and responsibilities. And track progress. It's all about getting everyone on the same page and working towards a shared vision.
So it's like having a roadmap, a clear plan for success.
Exactly.
But what happens when things go wrong? How do we deal with obstacles and, like, bottlenecks?
That's where the theory of constraints comes in.
Oh, okay.
It's all about identifying the weakest link in your business and systematically addressing it.
That weakest link idea is kind of scary, though, right? I mean, as creators, we're juggling so many things. How do we even figure out what our weakest link is? Where do we start?
That's where the theory of constraints gets really interesting. It's not just about identifying the bottleneck, but about systematically addressing it. It's like A/B testing for your business processes. You focus on that one constraint, tweak it, measure the results, and then move on to the next one. It's a continuous improvement loop.
So it's a process of constant optimization, always looking for ways to improve and make things run more smoothly.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've optimized our operations, but what about the products themselves? In a world overflowing with content, how do we create something that truly stands out? Something people actually want to buy?
It all comes down to crafting, like, irresistible offers. There's this book that breaks down the psychology of offers and how to make them so compelling that people would feel foolish to say no.
That sounds almost like a superpower. Give me the secrets.
Well, it's about understanding your audience's deepest desires and pain points, and then creating a solution that speaks directly to those needs.
So it's not just about the features. It's about the benefits. The outcome they're going to get.
Exactly. It's about making them feel like, if I don't get this, I'm missing out.
Okay, so we've got our irresistible offer, but how do we get it in front of the right people? We need leads.
There's another book that focuses on just that. Generating leads like a machine. And the cool thing is, it's not about sleazy tactics or spamming people. It's about creating valuable content that attracts the right people to you.
So it's like, instead of chasing after leads, you're creating a magnet that pulls them in.
Exactly. And once you've got those leads, the next step is converting them into customers. And that's where copywriting comes in.
Copywriting. That's the art of writing words that sell,
More than that. It's about understanding your audience so deeply that you can speak their language, address their fears and desires, and ultimately persuade them to take action.
It's like you're reading their minds and crafting a message that resonates on a deep level.
There's this legendary copywriter who believed the purpose of advertising was to sell, pure and simple. And he had this way with words. It was like magic. He could weave stories, evoke emotions, and create a connection with the reader that was undeniable.
So copywriting is like the bridge between your amazing product and your ideal customer. It's what compels them to take that leap of faith and click, By now.
You got it. And it's a skill that can be learned and honed just like any other.
Wow, we've covered a lot of ground today.
We have.
Mindset, health, wealth, skills.
It's a lot.
These are like the 4 pillars of building a digital empire.
The foundation.
It's not about shortcuts or hacks.
Nope.
It's about a whole way of thinking and approaching the world.
A whole way of life, almost.
And you know what? It's a journey.
It is.
There will be ups and downs, challenges and triumphs.
Yep.
But the most important thing is to keep learning, keep growing, and never stop believing in yourself.
Couldn't have said it better myself. And remember, success isn't a destination, it's a direction. It's about constantly evolving, pushing yourself outside your comfort zone, and creating a life and a business that you're truly passionate about.
I love that. And that's it for this deep dive. If you found this interesting, subscribe for more.